Hi guys, welcome to Brains and the Beat. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying tuned to your girl. So yesterday, Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock and three other persons were arrested for the CMU scandal that have been going on. Well, Minister Delroy Chuck had a lot to say, and what he had to say rubbed people the wrong way. And before we even get into what he said, we're going to do some background on who he is. Delroy Chuck is a Jamaican lawyer, journalist, and politician. He is currently the Member of Parliament for the constituency of St. Andrew Northeastern and the opposition spokesman on justice. Chuck previously served as a Minister of Justice from 2011 to 2012, as the Speaker of the House of Representatives from 2007 to 2011. He joined the Jamaica Labour Party in 1995 and first contested St. Andrew Northeast seat in 1997, an election in which he was victorious. He has held his seat ever since and won his fourth term in Parliament in 2011. Delroy Chuck's birthplace is Christiana in the parish of Manchester, but he grew up in Clarendon. He attended the richest primary school, Clarendon, from 1955 to 1962, where he was successful in his common entrance examination. He attended Kingston College from 1962 to 1969. During his tenure at Kingston College, he served as deputy head boy, president of Interact Club, and was an active member of the chess and lawn tennis club and represented his school in both sports. He left Kingston College with a 5 A levels and a scholarship to University of the West Indies, where he earned a BS honors in special mathematics. In 1972, Mr. Chuck was elected the 1973 Jamaica Rhodes Scholar and attended St. Catherine's College, Oxford from 1973 to 1976, where he studied law and graduated with a BA in jurisprudence and a Bachelor of Civil Law degree. Now that you have a bit of background about Delroy Chuck, now we're going to get into what he had to say about the whole CMU scandal and Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock and three others being locked up and arrested yesterday.
I have very little information apart from what is in the press. What is interesting is that the DPP seem to have had no additional material or evidence, and what seems so unfortunate that the arrest took place, which looks like Nicodemus in the night. I don't get the impression that these persons are actually running away. They have made themselves available on all occasions. So in fact, if an arrest should have been made, they could easily have been asked to come in so that they could be charged. And in these persons' cases, if they are to be charged, the impression I suspect that they could easily have been granted their own bail, because these are persons, or they could be asked to surrender their travel documents, as the case may be. I think it's unfortunate that it has become so salacious in that, you put so many persons at these people's gate. And it appears in some instances, from the little I've heard, is further search for more material. So it seems like the authorities are still not sure what they're looking for. But then again, you ask the question, as the leader of the opposition has indicated, why are these investigations taking so long? Come to a conclusion. If you don't have the material, report that there's not enough material to charge. But if you go and you charge, be careful that you charge on very limited evidence, with the end result that the cases may not go very far, and that would undermine the sort of confidence that you would have in the institution if you proceed to charge on very limited evidence and the cases turn out to be weak or dismissed by the court. I don't know the evidence. But at the end of the day, we must be very professional in what we do. And I hope the assessment of what has been done by these agencies can demonstrate professionalism. That's all I would ask.
So after his comments, it made me do some digging to see exactly who he is and what he had to say as it correlates to the case. And as you guys heard before, he is actually an attorney. So when I googled his name, the first thing that popped up was Delroy and Chuck Company at Law. So he owns a firm, a law firm in Jamaica. And the first thing it says, Delroy Chuck, currently on leave, serving as Minister of Justice. Delroy Chuck is a founding partner of Delroy Chuck and Company. He was admitted to practice in Jamaica in 1982. In 1973, he was awarded the Rhodes Scholars and attended Oxford University, where he obtained his Bachelor's of Arts and Bachelor's of Civil Law in 1975, respectively. He was a member of Gray's Inn, London, from 1975 to 1976. Okay, so now the pictures that you're seeing is actually Ruel Reid's attorney. And everybody is probably wondering, what does Delroy Chuck have to do with Ruel Reid and this whole CMU scandal? Well, Delroy Chuck's daughter, which is Carolyn Chuck, is Ruel Reid's attorney. And she represents the Delroy and Chuck Company. So, a lot of people are saying that Delroy Chuck is an associate and that's why he said what he said, but I'm here to differ. A lot of people think that they're associates, yes, but his law firm is at risk, that his name and reputation as a lawyer, and also his daughter name and reputation is on the line because she is representing Ruel Reid as his attorney. So that is why he said what he said. So let me give you some background on Carolyn Chuck. It says Caroline was admitted to practice in Jamaica in 2009. She graduated from the University of West Indies, having obtained a Bachelor's of Law degree with honors in 2007, and then from the Norman Manley Law School in 2009, where she obtained a legal education certificate. She began practicing with Delroy and Chuck and Company in November of 2009, specializing in conveyancing, criminal litigation, wills, probables, and estates and divorces. Caroline has appeared in the Resident Magistrate Court, now Parish Court, the Gun Court, the Supreme Court, and the Court of Appeal. In 2013, Carol went on a study leave to pursue her master's degree in Sydney, Australia. She graduated from the University of New South Wales in 2014 with a Master's of Law and was awarded certificates of outstanding achievement, having obtained the highest grades in stratas and community titles, law and current issues in criminal justice. Carolyn resumed her practice at Delroy and Chuck and Company in 2014. She was managing partner of the firm in March of 2016. Carolyn is also a member of the Jamaican Bar Association and the Advocates Association. As you can see, there's another Chuck on this list, Christina M. Chuck Smith. Obviously, she is married, so her last name has been changed, but they seem to be a family business. They seem to be a family law firm, and Delroy Chuck is the founder. Anyways, I want to read some of the comments that some of the social media users had to say about this. So let's get into some of these comments. Someone said, so Mr. Chuck, not only is your firm and your daughter representing Ruel Reid, you want him to get special privileges that the ordinary Jamaicans don't get. Criminals should he Criminals should be treated like criminals, and he is a criminal perp. Walk all of them, Ross. Yes, Moko. Another one said, the police did what they have never done before, and Mr. Chuck wants justice. They rang the buzzer, then went in and knocked on the door. No handcuffs were used, and the suspect was allowed to cover under a sheet. They were eventually taken away in an unmarked vehicle, which I'm sure had AC and tint. Then Mr. Chuck tell me who else get those type of treatment below halfway tree. Someone else says, corruption runs deep in Jamaica. The audacity of the Justice Minister to utter such nonsense shows obvious bias, as if he believes his cronies should be treated any differently than the average Jamaican. Another person said, he shouldn't have said anything. Another one said, think God asleep, enough more to get locked up, just time. You next. So after all those comments and him getting in hot water, Mr. Chuck moves to withdraw his remarks about the arrest of Reid and Pinnock and others. So let's get into that, and I'm gonna read a article. Reacting to the arrest, Chuck said it was unfortunate how the authorities before dawn descended on the accused, and the authorities seem to still not be sure of what they're looking for. Salaciously and Nicodemus were how Chuck described the pre-dawn raids that lasted for several hours, arguing that investigators should have considered a different route. He has garnered criticism over the remarks. He says, my daughter, who is one of the attorneys in the case, she and I lead separate, independent, professional lives. However, as Justice Minister, my comments were inappropriate, and I duly withdraw them in their entirety. The withdrawal follows a series of backlash for his comments, or his statements rather, including form from the...
In relation to the arrest of Ruel Reid, Fritz Pinnock and others, was inspired by the fact that the media was present at all locations during this early morning raid. My daughter, who is one of the attorneys in the case, she and I lead separate, independent, professional lives. However, as Justice Minister, my comments were inappropriate, and I duly withdraw them in their entirety.
Including from the People's National Party youth organization, which has called for his immediate resignation. The PNYO contends that the Justice Minister's statements have eroded any confidence that he will not interfere with the investigation and prosecution of the case. In 2002, Government of Jamaica Code governing the conduct of ministers, Section 1 VI, requires that the ministers ensure no conflict arises or appears to arise between their public duties and their private interest. It is our firm belief that in this instance, Mr. Chuck represents a classic case of conflict of interest, a PNPYO spokesman said in a statement this morning. So comment in the comment section and tell me if you think Mr. Chuck needs to resign. Okay, do you think he needs to resign from his position because of the comments he made? And do you think it is a conflict of interest? I'm also going to be doing a poll, and if you guys don't know what a poll is, a eye is gonna pop up on the right part of your screen. You're going to click it, and it's gonna ask you some questions. So please interact with my polling sessions. I want to see where my subscribers are, where their brains at on this whole scandal and situation. So I'm gonna end this video off by giving you guys what the FID has to say, and it says, The head of the Financial Investigation Division, Robin Sykes, has said that more players are being targeted in the multi-million-dollar corruption probe at the Education Ministry, the Caribbean Maritime University, and other entities in the ministry. Financial Investigation Division boss Robin Sykes has said he is confident that the investigators have a solid case in the Ruel Reid CMU corruption case. So the FID says that they have a strong case, an airtight case, and they're taking them to court. Do you guys think this is going to stand in the court of law? Do you think they're going to get a slap on the wrist? And what do you think about Delroy Chuck comments? Is he trying to protect himself by withdrawing his comments? Is he trying to save face? What do you think about this whole situation? And I'm gonna do an update later on about Ruel Reid's bail and what I think about that, and give you guys some more information, some more in-depth information. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.